Okay, this reading is for Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Ascendant for July 2020. And the first week we have here from the 1st to the 4th, from Wednesday to Saturday, we have the Queen of Pentacles and the Queen of Cups. That's fantastic. So the Queens are always about nurturing and receiving, but there's the wisdom of organization. There's some like divine organizational genius within the Queens. The Kings as well too, but this is a week where you can definitely tap into your love for nature, your love for sustainability, your especially with Virgo, your love for all of creation, and you can just be in that, to be in that, and to nurture those feelings, to sit in how you love your life, all that you love about your life, and honoring the sacred ability to continue to create based on how it feels to you. These are very experiential cards, so being in the, excuse me, the experience of having what you want and having so much to give to others, and then to have those feelings nurtured. Because that's really, you're honoring all that is sacred when we're in the realm of dealing with the physical day-to-day details of, nurturing your life and your family and or your loved ones. Whether your family is near or far, you can still love them no matter where they are and no matter how they are and what they're going through or how they are with you. There's still that honoring the physical reality that we all live in, and knowing that we're constantly in a process of transformation and coming into our emotional intelligence and our intuitive faculties. These two cards are definitely very, especially the Queen of Cups is very much tied to your intuition and trusting your feelings and honoring all that you're feeling, and then structuring your life in such a way that you have the time to be grateful for what you have, and you have the time to work to transform your emotional body and to get it into the place where it's flowing freely and clearly. So what a wonderful way to set off the month. Now this can be sometimes, people in your life, whether it's male or female, but someone that brings those qualities, into your life and helps you remember that you have them within. So yeah, that's great. Now for the second week, we're in the 5th to the 11th here with the Four of Wands and the Fool card. Now the Four of Wands has to do with with the Queen of Pentacles, it could definitely have been about planning an event, because the Four of Wands it has to do with, events and just get-togethers. Now, whether they're in person or online with your friends, doesn't matter. Or, online with your family, like a family Skype, or Zoom, meeting, something like that. It can be that. But it's a coming together of the spiritual forces. The wands always represent our spirits. So the spiritual forces in some type of a stable way, coming together in a way that you can actually experience each other. And then just trusting that the universe will bring you more of that. Or if you're trying to create, let's say, a wedding ceremony or anything, a vacation or any type of event at your house, there's a certain amount of planning. There's a tremendous amount of planning that you do, but then at some point you have to let go and just know that you just trust that you've done your best, and now you can let go and let the universe take care of it. And sometimes this can be other people in your life to help you to trust, to just let go. Because Virgo, so I mean, I have some of that energy in my chart. I definitely understand it can sometimes be like the need to be perfect all the time, or have things to be turn out perfectly, and that's just not that's not real. It's not life. It's too much to put on yourself or to put on anybody. So sometimes it can just be about that letting go, plan the event and then let go, or be with be with your friends, and then you have more trust. You know, be with the stable, you know, spiritual essence that you have in your life, and then just trust that you can grow more and more through that. That the universe has a divine order within, and you can trust that. You definitely can trust that. So let's see then. Now in the third week, we are in the oh, what did I say before? You know what? I think I said the wrong thing. This week here is the 5th through the 11th. If I didn't say that correctly, I'm sorry. There I go with my imperfect self again. And then the third week here, it's the 12th to the 18th. Okay, so I don't know if I got that right or not before, but so for sure it's the 12th to the 18th, and we have the Chariot and the Queen of Pentacles again. So notice this, you know, there's a theme here. I love that. So you can, you know, this card will be definitely important for the month. So with the Chariot, we have the energy and consciousness. Now the majors, it's a major, so as is the Fool. They're gateways. So the Fool is a gateway into trusting and, you know, moving forward into a new realm or new adventure. And the 7, the Chariot, can have to do with, sometimes it's just a road trip, you know. Sometimes, because the Chariot can definitely be your vehicle, whether it's your car or it's your body. But it's definitely moving forward. It's one of the cards that represent your will, you know. So you want to make sure that your will is aligned with your, you know, with your highest self. But with the Queen of Pentacles here, I think that, you know, that energy's already there. You're already on the adventure here. So whatever way you're wanting to move forward in life, stop and smell the roses. If you're going on a trip, make sure that you plan a lot of you know, stops to where you can be in nature to nurture yourself, because especially for Virgo, you know, that's a real need. We all have a real need to be in nature, but Virgos know that. So any way that you want to nurture nature, you know, whether it's just a little plant that you take with you on your trip, or some flowers, or whatever, some, you know, touchstones, gemstones, or rocks, you know, special rocks, special anything that is that you want to take with you. That might be like one of the cool things. And it might be one of those things where you know, you're on a trip, you're on a road trip, and you stop at a, you know, gemstone store, or you stop and buy some crystals, or you stop and buy some petrified, you know, wood that's actually a rock, you know, which is amazing. But this is definitely moving forward. The only task, or the only, you know, challenging thing about the Chariot is to make sure you're not going too fast, and to stay centered. It's predominantly the, you know, the energy and consciousness of moving forward from your center, and, you know, being careful of the dualistic forces, you know, that we have to move through on Earth. It's just the way it is here. So to stay centered in your spirit, where there is no such thing as duality, where you're centered in your wholeness, and you can move through, you know, in ways that are not so fast, you know. Keep going in the right direction, but don't be worried about getting there so quickly. So if it is a road trip, you know, there's lots of planning the stages and planning nice places to stay and visit along the way. So, okay, now into the 4th week. It'll be the 19th through the 25th. So that's, we have the Ace of Pentacles and the 8 of Swords. With the Ace of Pentacles, it's a yes card to planting new seeds into something to create in the material world. So it can be, it can definitely be, you know, working in a garden, that type of thing. But it can also be working on projects that help you create more abundance. It's an opening, you know, it's a yes card to creating what it is, whatever it is that you want. And then coupled with the 8 of Swords, I would say the message there is just to let go of any limitations that you might, you know, put onto your new project or into your life that you know, that holds you, that keeps you bound, because it's just a mental. It's only mental. With, you know, here, notice how she can look into the mirror. This is the place where we're whole, and there's no limitations around, you know, There is no real fence in the, in the pure place of what we can create. So, but within reason, I mean, we can't. I always said we can't make pigs fly unless it's, through graphic arts or something like that, or special effects. And nor, like, why would we want to do that? Unless it were just graphic arts or special effects in the movies, then it's fun. But in real life, we might think that there are more limitations than there actually are. So it's important to take that blindfold off. Don't be too concerned about what you think about the outer world. That's you can let go and trust, and let your intuition guide you. Especially with the Queen of Cups here at the beginning of the month, tap back into her if you need to get through this week. But keep focusing on what you want, working towards it. It's an initial step, and I'm just getting that this is just an obstacle to get where you want to go, and you can definitely let it go by knowing it's just a limitation. It's just a mental construct that's not real. It's not real at all, which is that's good to know. That should be comforting. So you can take off the blindfold. It's an intuitive card here too. The message also with this card is to trust your intuition more than your mind. So I see it as an opportunity to question some false beliefs that are within a little bit of an obstacle, which, we can all do that from time to time, if not every day. And then you can get to a new place. Now, in the last week here, the 26th through the 31st, this could be like one day where you just either have a headache or had trouble sleeping, or it can just be a simple, especially combined with the Ten of Swords. We've got the 8, 9, and the 10. That's interesting. So, but with a 9, it can sometimes be like a regrettable experience, or letting go of regrets, because coupled with the 10, you're walking away from whatever it is. So I would say, for your spiritual growth, it would be to just let go of judging yourself in any way from the past. Like if you did make a mistake or you did something that you think is truly regrettable, then you just let it go and walk away from it. Now, if it's something that has, come to you from the outer world, like maybe somebody put some restriction on you, and then you're feeling kind of hopeless, and then it's painful, but just know that this is a culmination. You're walking away and you're done with it. By the end of the week, you'll be done with it. So, and it can happen more quickly. Like this could be, just all within one day, or it could take all week, or anything in between. But these are actually good cards for getting in touch with anything that you want to let go of, and just trust that there's no reason to hold on to anything that there's really nothing that is forgivable, or unforgivable. Everything is forgivable. No matter what you've done, and or what has happened to you. It might be that you're needing to forgive someone else. And there really is no such thing as hopelessness. That's just a trick, So there could be some ego, some mental tricks that are going on that you need to release, and because it's painful to stay in these places. So if you've felt all the feelings around it, and if if you're working on any false beliefs that need to clear, you can truly walk away. And even if it was a mistake that you made, if you know that it wasn't really a mistake, it was just a learning experience, and if it was something, like let's say you made the mistake of saying something mean and you hurt somebody's feelings, well, even if you did that, you can apologize and be truly sorry and regret the experience, and then let it go and be done with it, because it's if you can forgive yourself, usually that happens because you wouldn't do it again. So then it turns into a wonderful learning experience, and honoring the fact that we're all human, And we all make mistakes. It's just normal. I mean, if we're still breathing, we're going to make mistakes, right? But I don't see them as mistakes. I see them as learning experiences so that we can move forward with a clear heart and more love for each other. So, okay, so yeah, just letting go, walk away from it. And that's about all I have to say about that. Okay, so that's it. Thank you very much. And be sure to watch the videos for your moon and your ascendant sign as well, because you'll get a lot more information for the month. And thank you for subscribing. Thank you for liking the videos. Okay, take good care. Bye-bye.